Think about the last time something amazing happened to you. A raise you fought hard for. A new phone you saved up for months to buy. A relationship you were sure would finally make you happy. Remember how incredible it felt in that very first moment. Now be honest with yourself. How long did that feeling actually last? A few days, maybe a few weeks at most. And then, almost without noticing, life went right back to feeling completely normal again. You did not lose the raise, the phone, or the relationship. You still have all of it. Yet somehow the happiness quietly disappeared anyway, as if it was never really about the thing itself at all. There is a hidden mechanism inside your brain that is responsible for this. And it might be the single biggest reason you can never seem to feel permanently satisfied. No matter how much you achieve, no matter how many boxes you eventually check off your list. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation, sometimes known as the hedonic treadmill. It describes the human tendency to quickly return to a stable baseline level of happiness, no matter what good or bad event just happened. Your brain does not measure happiness in absolute terms. It measures happiness relative to what you are already used to. The moment something good becomes your new normal, your brain quietly resets its expectations to match it. What used to feel like a thrilling upgrade slowly becomes just another background detail of your life, invisible and unremarkable, exactly like everything else you already own. This is not a flaw in your personality. It is a built-in setting inside every single human brain, designed centuries before phones, salaries, or social media even existed, back when survival mattered far more than comfort or satisfaction ever did. Researchers have tracked this pattern in some of the most extreme situations imaginable. People who won large lottery jackpots reported feeling life-changing joy within the first few months, but within about a year, their overall happiness levels measured almost the same as people who never won anything at all. On the opposite end, people who experienced serious accidents and lost the use of a limb reported devastating unhappiness at first, but within roughly the same amount of time, many of them returned close to their original baseline happiness as well. The same pattern shows up in ordinary daily life. A bigger house eventually just becomes the house. A dream job eventually just becomes the job. A long-awaited promotion eventually just becomes the new expectation. One you now have to keep defending instead of enjoying, almost as if the finish line keeps quietly moving the moment you get close enough to touch it. So why would evolution build a brain that refuses to stay satisfied? The answer is surprisingly practical. A brain that stayed permanently content would have very little motivation left to keep hunting, building, competing, or improving. Constant satisfaction is actually dangerous for survival because it removes the drive to keep searching for the next resource, the next advantage, the next safer position. Your ancestors who quickly adapted to good fortune and kept pushing forward were far more likely to survive than the ones who simply relaxed and stopped striving. In other words, your brain was never designed to make you happy. Your brain was designed to keep you moving, and feeling permanently satisfied was never part of the plan at all, no matter how advanced or comfortable your circumstances eventually become. The problem is that modern life turns this ancient survival mechanism into a quiet trap. Because satisfaction fades so quickly, people keep chasing bigger houses, newer phones, higher salaries, and better titles, always assuming that the next upgrade will finally be the one that makes them feel complete. It never is. Each achievement simply becomes the new baseline, and the goalpost quietly moves further away before you even get a chance to enjoy where you are standing. This is exactly how people end up working, themselves exhausted chasing a version of happiness that keeps outrunning them. The treadmill does not slow down just because you finally caught up to it. It simply speeds up to match your new normal, over and over again, for the rest of your life if you let it, quietly convincing you that satisfaction is always just one more achievement away. The way to interrupt this treadmill is not to stop achieving things. It is to change what you pay attention to along the way. Research on gratitude shows that deliberately noticing small good things, a warm meal, a quiet morning, a person who cares about you, can slow down adaptation because it forces your brain to keep reevaluating what it normally ignores. Introducing small gaps between pleasures also helps, since constant access to something is exactly what makes your brain stop noticing it in the first place. Your brain will always try to reset your happiness back to baseline. Your job is to keep giving it new small things worth noticing, instead of only chasing bigger things worth owning. If this video just explained why nothing ever feels like enough, subscribe because your brain has been running this exact program your entire life without ever asking your permission, and probably without you ever noticing it happening at all. One small quiet reset after another.